Goodbye.
No, wait! Come back! I grew up in a poor family. I had to wear old clothes and eat cheap fast food. But I, Amber Fox, always knew what I wanted. So, while my peers were lazing about and partying, I studied hard. After college, I got a job at a cool company. Mr. Florence, my boss, immediately realized how important my career was to me. I was swamped with work. I forgot what rest was and drank coffee by the buckets. However, I kept getting promoted. I didn't care that my colleagues envied me.
I have great news for you. At the end of the quarter, I will be choosing my deputy.
Finally, I had been dreaming about that position for a long time, but I wasn't the only one. The company threw a party in honor of such an announcement. Let's organize charity dating and have some fun. That was the dumbest idea I'd ever heard, but everyone else was delighted. Our boss loved charity. We decided what foundation would get the money we would raise. Okay, let's have fun. You should have seen what started then. The tipsy girls kept spending money to get dates with the most handsome guys. I noticed Jerry among them. He was quite a mama's boy. Not bad, wimp. I'm buying him at a discount. Move your butt. Mommy wants to have some fun. My head. What happened yesterday?
I'm happy to serve you, mistress.
Jerry, what are you doing here?
Well, you brought me here and made me do some things.
I had some fantasies in which I was quite dominant. But how could I bring that loser home? Amber, you lost it. It's all the cocktail's fault. Forget everything that happened here. Don't tell anyone, got it?
Yes, mistress. I will obey you my whole life.
What a pervert. That whole incident was supposed to be forgotten and never spoken about. Unfortunately. Well, how was it? Is Jerry any good? Nothing happened. I went home after the party and so did he. Maybe they would have believed me, except...
Here's your coffee, mistress.
Everyone out, now. Especially you.
I just wanted to clean it up, mistress.
If I'm your mistress, then I order you to leave me alone.
Yes, mistress.
He backed off for a while, but then...
Don't worry, mistress. No one will see me here. You stepped on some gum, mistress. I'll clean it up now.
At that moment, I wanted to strangle that idiot. I had to restrain myself.
Mistress, let me escort you home.
Are you insane? I told you to leave me alone.
But we were in the parking lot, not in the office.
What a moron. Concentrating on work was hard because of Jerry. I had to work hard to be promoted and couldn't afford any distractions. I didn't know how to get that wimp to leave me alone, and I decided it was time for desperate measures. Meet Sam, the alpha male of our company. We got along pretty well. You could even say we were friends. Help me get rid of him. We came up with a plan. I must say, Sam turned out to be a brilliant actor.
I hear you like to serve. Wash my car with your tie. Hey, get over here. Sit down and finish my report.
I'm not going to obey you. I like Amber. That's the only reason I serve her.
Amber needs a real man. You're just a wimp. You should go on a date with my aunt instead.
Let's go clean the toilets, dearie. Sam is a real man. I choose him. Don't make your new mistress wait. Jerry didn't come to work the next day. There were rumors that he couldn't bear the humiliation and quit. I felt a bit guilty, but only a bit. The most important thing was that I had dealt with the problem and could finally focus on my work. I don't get it. Did the door jam or had someone locked me in? Let me out! Why are you yelling? Someone locked me in here. I haven't seen anyone. When I came back to the office, I saw that someone had deleted my presentation. I would find out who was responsible. Just you wait, Jerry. It's definitely your doing. I found out the address of that damn Avenger and went there. He was dead meat.
There is no one there. Jerry moved out.
What a jerk! He was probably hiding somewhere and causing trouble. I kept working hard and trying not to pay attention to my troubles. I had to forget about sleep, but I had got used to such a life a long time ago. One day, Mr. Florence called me into his office.
You're doing great. I've got to admit, I'm impressed. You are the best candidate for the deputy position.
Thanks, Cap. I already knew that. Nobody worked as hard as I did.
That's why I can only entrust this important task to you. I need you to go to another city and dig up information on our competitors.
I won't let you down.
You're coming with us.
What is the meaning of this, officer? Watch it! Do you know how much this dress costs? They didn't even listen to me. They just pushed me into a car like I was some sort of criminal, brought me to the station, and searched my luggage.
Potent drug without a prescription. You are accused of distributing prohibited substances.
Nonsense! I'm not distributing anything, and I came to the city for a completely different reason. Trust me, officer. I do not know where it came from.
Okay, I'll hear you out. I should warn you that the interrogation is being filmed.
I didn't want to go to prison, so I told them about my job and my boss asking me to spy on our competitors. The cop left to check my statements. It was clear that he didn't believe me.
Well, well.
I'm in so much trouble. What are you doing here?
My uncle is the cop who talked to you. I brought him a pie from my mom and saw you here.
It turned out that I was in Jerry's hometown. After quitting, he had come back to live with his mom. Ugh. So the cop was Jerry's uncle? That could come in handy. Of course, I didn't want to ask him for help, but I had no choice. Someone put pills in my luggage. Now I'm in big trouble. Help me, for old time's sake.
Oh, Amber, of course. I'll talk to my uncle.
Jerry saved me. I decided my lapdog could be useful after all and asked him for help with Mr. Florence's assignment. For once, his obedience was useful.
Yes, mistress.
Jerry knew the city like the back of his hand, as well as many of its residents. Thanks to Jerry and his acquaintances, I got the information I needed. I got so lucky.
I was right about you. Consider the position of deputy yours.
Yes, Amber Fox always wins. I told Sam the good news and about my adventures with the police. I thought Jerry would try to get back at me, but he helped me. He couldn't have planted those pills.
Looks like someone's applying for the same position as you.
Christy has always disliked me. Crap! Had she decided to get rid of me? She was messing with the wrong person. I decided to return the favor. Sam came to the rescue again. I accidentally spilled water on Christy's report. While Sam was keeping a lookout, I swapped her presentation for an adult movie. That would show her. The poor thing was almost fired in disgrace. Soon, it was the end of the quarter, and Mr. Florence gathered all the employees for a meeting again.
You've all done a great job and earned a yacht cruise. I will name my deputy on it.
It will be my time to shine. It was strange, but I saw Jerry among the waiters.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, that was awkward. On the one hand, I owed him, but on the other hand, I was close to being a deputy of a large company. I shouldn't have been around the staff at all.
Do you need anything, mistress?
Jerry's behavior infuriated me so much I could only grit my teeth. Everyone started laughing, and I decided to act mean. Yes, bring me a seafood canopy. I've changed my mind. I want a cold cocktail. As you can see, he was all too happy to serve me. What was I supposed to do with him?
Let me tell you something. That guy is crazy. We were hired at the same time, and he kept telling everyone about you. As soon as we found out the yacht had been rented by your company, he asked to work on this yacht. He even paid to be chosen.
Jerry was a psycho. I found the manager and threw a fit. Keep that waiter away from me, or I'll raise such hell my company won't pay you at all.
Leave this young lady alone. If this happens again, you're fired. Got it?
A gala event was taking place the next day. The trouble began in the morning. I wanted to look perfect and went to a solarium. Soon, my tan looked perfect, but I couldn't get out. Someone had locked me in. I was about to turn into a fried chicken. Let me out! I will sue you! Was it Christy again, or was it someone else? Who the hell ruined my dress? Could it be Jerry? He must be taking revenge for yesterday's scene I caused. I've made too many enemies. But I wasn't about to let anyone ruin my evening. The journalists had come to the party, and my boss was about to announce his new deputy.
Several talented employees applied for this position.
But then the music suddenly stopped and a screen lit up behind Mr. Florence, saying, "There is a traitor among you." And then a video started to play of me being interrogated by the police. Everyone saw me tell the police that I was spying on our competitors at the request of my boss. But then, whoever was behind it must have decided to frame me because they wrote that I was a double agent and had leaked important information to those competitors. That was a blatant lie. No, that's not true. Jerry had gone too far. The presentation continued. The way I'd set up Christy to get rid of a competitor was revealed as well. Amber, you are a piece of work! But even that wasn't enough for my enemy. After that, they wrote, Amber also has sick fantasies. Just look at her collection. God, how humiliating. Jerry, you scumbag, where are you? I'll make you pay for this. I was going to force him to come on stage and admit that he was the one behind it all. I tried so hard to get that job. I wasn't about to let some jerk ruin everything.
That idiot Jerry isn't smart enough to do something like this.
It can't be. At that moment, I realized that Sam knew about everything. I thought we were friends, but he turned out to be an ordinary scumbag. He was ready to do anything to achieve his goal. Just like me.
And now, goodbye. I had no idea she was like that. Amber doesn't work here anymore.
No one heard me fall overboard because of the loud music. I watched the yacht and realized that all my dreams were sailing away with it. Luckily, a rescue boat was sailing by, although I would hardly call myself lucky after everything that had happened. I found myself alone in an unfamiliar place without a phone or documents. In a couple of days, I found a way to get back to the city, but that's a whole other story. Maybe one day I'll tell you, though that's unlikely. I tried to go to the office, but the security guard wouldn't let me. It turned out I had been fired. Those scumbags! I'd worked so hard. How could they? And then it turned out my landlady had thrown me out and changed the locks. That prim old woman hadn't liked the news about my, fantasies. I had no choice left. I had to go back to live with my parents. I moved into a small, dingy room. I had been trying to get away for so many years, but now I was back. When articles with dirty details about my life came out, all my friends turned their backs on me. The final blow was the betrayal of my parents.
You aren't bringing us money anymore, so you should start looking for another place to live.
I was so tired of being strong. Too tired. Bastards! Traitors! I hated all of them! It's so... I should be careful. The doctor said that I was lucky to survive after falling from such a height. I'd broken my spine and now didn't feel anything below my neck. Yeah, really goddamn lucky. But that wasn't the worst part.
Are you awake, mistress?
Don't worry. I'll take care of you for the rest of your life. You're going to live with me and Mom.